The soldiers of Company E are still armed with their cumbersome rifles. They can only fire a single bullet at a time and must dismount to reload.
They're carrying these long arms instead of carrying the traditional shorter weapon that men could fire on horseback.
I mean, by the time you get that musket up, try to get it loaded and fired, they're not going to have a great amount of ability to defend themselves or fire back when somebody's blazing away with a pistol. So there wasn't much that those guys could do, unfortunately.
So once the attack occurred, there was no leadership, there was no organization, there was no response, and most of the men were shot either trying to get away or in the back, or was not really a battle. It was basically a slaughter.
By wearing a uniform, these men were not protected. They were not given quarter. They were not given the rights of soldiers.
It was just one other incident of the brutality and this faced by these troopers in 1864 and 1865.
Newspaper accounts report that locals quickly buried the bodies in a long trench. The next day, a dispatch reaches Camp Nelson requesting additional troops. But as far as is known, no one logs the location of the gravesite. The soldiers never receive a proper military burial.
There was never any effort to identify what happened to those men. I mean, there was no efforts to figure out where they were buried, what happened to them, because, and in large part because they were colored troops, because they were dispensable.
They just said missing in action at Simpsonville. That's how it was recorded.